What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Let's talk about checks and money that is going to be coming here right now. Some even before Christmas here. Several different checks I'm going to show you directly here on the screen, and some that will be coming here in early 2026. That's right, I'm going to show it to you here directly on the screen so you guys can get a timeline for when you might be receiving or could receive some of this money that you might not even know about. That's right. So let's jump right in. We are live right now here on the It's Jimmy Show on YouTube. If you haven't yet, let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here. And if you haven't, subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. I will keep you up to date. All right, first, let's start with this. Take a look here. All right, several U.S. states are sending out tax refunds or checks in December right now. Which states are paying and why are they different and what are the amounts? We're going to go over this right now, and a lot of people don't know about this and may be eligible. So here we go. Here's the details. Several U.S. states are issuing tax refunds and relief payments in December, giving residents a timely year-end boost. Unlike standard income refunds tied to annual filings, these payments are often coming from state budget surpluses. This is actually why Florida says that they can get rid of their property taxes, and they're going to hold a vote on that. If you've been watching my channel, Florida's going to actually have a vote to get rid of property taxes because they have such a state budget surplus. Now, whether they'll be able to pay for schooling and fire departments and police departments and roads and stuff like that in the future, when that surplus starts to dwindle down, well, that's another question. And I guess we'll see if the property taxes do actually get voted away, which is a very likely possibility. Because if it goes to a ballot and your state says, hey, we want to get rid of property taxes, do you want to get rid of them? A lot of people are probably going to vote yeah. But the consequences after that of, for things like schools and things like the fire department, police department, and roads and everything that gets paid for from taxes, we'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date on this. Florida's going to literally have this on the ballot, but other states are considering this here as well, and I'll keep you up to date on that as well. Inflation relief programs or targeted credits such as property tax rebates. Many states began rolling out these disbursements earlier this year, with some continuing through December. Because these are special one-time or periodic payments, processing can vary, and not all applicants are handled immediately. In some states, residents who filed later or require additional verification may not receive their refunds until early 2026. So, here are states issuing tax refunds in December. The state of California. The state is issuing another round of its middle class tax rebate, offering checks and payments up to $1,050 to eligible residents who filed their 2023 tax return and fall within specific income limits. So, up to $1,050 for residents of California. So some people may have received this or may still be waiting to receive this. California is the largest state in the nation with over 50 million people. State of Alaska, the permanent fund payment is a yearly payout derived from the state's oil revenue. This year's amount is set at $1,000, issued in multiple installments. Residents with pending or late applications can expect the final round of payments to be released around December 18th. So that is per year in the state of Alaska. Pretty good. However, you have to live in an extremely cold state in the wintertime. The state of Colorado is issuing its taxpayer bill of rights, known as TABOR, refunds throughout December on a rolling basis. Eligible full-time residents who file their 2024 tax return can receive payments of up to $1,500 for the state of Colorado, the state of Colorado. The state of Florida is issuing a special property tax refund program of up to $1,200 for Florida residents in counties impacted by natural disasters. Eligible homeowners who meet the income requirements can expect their payments by the end of December. $1,200 for Florida residents. The state of Georgia is wrapping up its excess tax refund payments in December, offering between $250 and $500 to eligible taxpayers. The refunds are available to individuals earning under $75,000 and are part of the state's effort to return surplus revenue to Georgia residents. The state of Minnesota is completing its inflation refund deposits in December, providing eligible taxpayers with payments typically ranging from $200 to $500 based on prior tax returns. The state of New Jersey is processing the final batches of its Anchor Property Relief Program in early to mid-December, offering payments between $400 and $1,500 to income-eligible homeowners and renters. So a lot of people eligible for that there in New Jersey. The state of New York has extended the payment deadline for its inflation rebate and property tax credit programs, allowing eligible residents to receive their payments through the end of the year for the state of New York. The state of Oregon is automatically applying its kicker credit to taxpayer refunds processed in December, returning excess amounts collected during the year. Virginia is completing its one-time tax refund payments in December, offering up to $200 for individual filers and $400 for joint filers for residents who had a tax liability in 2024. The state of Illinois, the state is continuing to distribute its family relief payments in December, providing between $100 and $400 to households based on size for residents who filed their 2024 tax returns. The state of Indiana is continuing the distribution of $125 individual taxpayer relief refunds, with payments being issued from November through December. State of Maine is distributing its family home exemption refunds through December, providing homeowners who filed a 2024 tax return with payments of up to $1,700. The state of Massachusetts is set to issue the remaining Chapter 62F excess refund payments in December, calculated as variable percentage of each taxpayer's 2021 tax liability. The state of Michigan continues distributing its expanded working family tax credit in December, with payments averaging around $550 for eligible recipients. Now, in addition to this, on a federal level for the United States, there's a couple large checks for the majority of the country. Number one, Trump signals backing of direct $1,500 payments for millions of Americans. This is in addition to the $2,000 checks, which I'll show you here in a second. President Donald Trump has signaled his support for a Republican proposal that would deposit $1,000 to $1,500 checks into health care accounts for Americans. Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, who leads the Senate Health Committee, and Idaho Senator Mike Crapo, head of the Finance Panel, unveiled their proposal to give certain Affordable Care Act enrollees a one-time deposit of $1,000 for those aged 18 to 49 and $1,500 for those aged 50 to 64. Saying, quote, "I like the concept. I don't want to give the insurance company any money," the president told reporters on board Air Force One on Tuesday. they've been ripping off the public for years. This money is basically, instead of giving these subsidies, this money, this grant money, whatever you want to call it, to large healthcare companies, President Donald Trump wants to give it directly to Americans to help pay for healthcare. And we know healthcare, if you have to pay for it, is insane, the cost of it. So this could be $1,000 to $1,500 per person, I believe. I'll give you more details as we get it, so make sure you subscribe with the bell icon on, for healthcare. And that is in addition to Trump's $2,000 stimulus checks for 2025 or 2026, Trump's tariff dividends, tariff rebate checks. If you're questioning the reality of a $2,000 stimulus check for 2025 or 2026, President Donald Trump has doubled down on his recent promises of tariff dividend checks for Americans, saying, quote, "We're going to be giving a nice dividend to the people," and alluded to the possibility of eliminating income tax permanently. President Donald Trump said, quote, "Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever, and we're going to be giving back refunds out of tariffs, as we have taken in literally trillions of dollars." This is a quote directly from President Donald Trump. "We're going to be giving a nice dividend to the people in addition to reducing debt." Earlier in November, the president began floating an idea of issuing $2,000 dividends to, quote, "middle-income people and lower-income people from the hundreds of, I think it's supposed to be billions of dollars collected in tariff revenue." Last week, Trump also said the tariff revenue could eventually be so great that the government could cease levying income taxes. "I believe," quote, "at some point in the not too distant future, you won't even have income tax to pay because the money we're taking in from tariffs is so great, it's so enormous, that you're not going to have income tax to pay. Whether you get rid of it or just keep it around for fun or have it really low, which could happen, much lower than it is now, but you won't be paying income taxes." This is a quote directly from President Donald Trump. "The tariffs allow us to give us a dividend," quote, "if we want to do that. Now we're going to do a dividend check. And we're also reducing debt because we have because of Biden and others, we have $37 trillion in debt. So we're going to do a dividend, which people will enjoy and spend and do what they want. But we're also going to be reducing debt very substantially." So according to President Donald Trump, a lot of things can be used with this tariff money. So I will keep you up to date as we learn more about, well, all of this stuff mentioned here in this video. So share this video on social media, share this video with your friends and family so they can get this information. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live with new videos. It's completely free to do so. Click here to see Trump's new plan for Americans, or click here to see the Fed's new massive announcement, which just went live.